can do some inhale talking and just be like a really deep, like smooth jazz, like radio guy. So like, oh yeah, baby. But that one, a lot of consonants you say are on the exhale, so you have to kind of like prepare.
So you actually gotta get real low. You gotta get low as a motherfucker. Get deep down into your chest.
You actually have to be a real man. Exactly.
You gotta hit puberty at an appropriate age. Grow a beard and shit.
Which, like, I still giggle, so.
What is up, creeps? Welcome back to Dust Off the Mic, a little random Tuesday sit-down with Paul Carson in the house. What's up, buddy? Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, dude. Tell us all about yourself, man. A comedian from South Jersey, right?
Yep.
Or Philly?
South Jersey,
all right. Right. Where are you originally from?
From Morristown, New Jersey.
Nice.
Been doing stand-up and some weird sketches for a couple years now, and yeah.
Got some funny stuff. Got some funny stuff. How long you been doing comedy for?
Just hit 11 years on January 6th. Shit. Shout out to my fellow Patriots, I guess.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, just hit that milestone. It just, I'm realizing now, like, every time I meet a new person where I'm like, oh, I do sketches and stuff, then I show them the sketches and everything, and I'm like, oh, this is a fever dream, my bad.
Dude, I relate. Some of the shit, like, now that I know the technology with CapCut and like green screen, like I got a green screen on this thing, I'll just throw it down, sit on a bench and do some random shit. Yeah, it's a fever dream. I like, because I do a lot of sales clips. Like, what do you mainly gear your comedy clips towards? I've
been doing like short form, kind of just like throwing them up on Instagram and TikTok. I mean, I used to do like longer, like 4-minute sketches and stuff, but nobody has the attention span for that anymore.
It's like under a minute now.
Yeah, if it's not funny or captivating within the first 3 seconds, nobody cares.
Yeah, you're losing it. You're losing it to the rest of the internet. Yeah. We were talking about before I turned the cameras on, conspiracy stuff. What's your algorithm like? If like, I feel like I was talking about what I just talked about, the in August, the gravity's supposed to like turn off for 7 seconds. And it's probably bullshit, but like, why is my algorithm taking me so far down such a weird ass rabbit hole? Like, where's your algorithm at? What do you see on a daily?
It's a lot of 9/11 jokes. A lot of At one time, there was a video of like a. Do you know who Darman is?
Yes.
Okay, it's kind of like ESL, like English Second Language videos where they try to teach moral lessons, but it comes across like it does not translate at all. That stuff makes me laugh so hard.
Like the unintentional humor.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there was like one video maybe 2 years ago where like this massive dude in India who is just absolutely jacked out of his mind, like his whole thing is like he has hundreds of videos where like a guy and a girl will be talking to each other. The guy will hug the girl and there'll be like hearts, and he'll like take an iPhone out of her pocket and like steal it. And then the lesson will be you shouldn't steal. So the guy will start walking away, and then this jacked Indian dude will run, and there'll be like dramatic music, and he'll like take the phone back and give it to the girl and go like this. And so I watched that. I liked that video. And then my phone was like, oh, Paul likes jacked Indian men. So my algorithm for the longest time is just like Indian dudes gearing up for bodybuilding competitions and putting on like whatever, like the bronzer or something. Okay. My algorithm was like, I know what Paul likes about this. So
did you get that? You definitely got that weird like skipping slap competition. And if you're getting, getting oiled up Indian dudes, you're getting the guy that's like, oh fuck. The guy that's like slapping somebody from like 10 feet in the air,
and they're just
destroy
like
the studio.
Hitting each other's chests and everything.
Yeah, like what is that shit? Did you ever find out in your exploration of Indian men?
No, but that has popped up so many times, and I'm glad our algorithms are the Venn diagram.
Yeah, there is. It's a little bit of overlap. It's like conspiracy Indian slap game.
Yeah.
Let's look into that shit.
We found a new genre.
Let's look into that shit. I feel like I just broke the fuck out of this lamp. Thanks, Indian slap fight. You owe me a lamp.
I don't know how you win that sport, like at all. But like, yeah, my genre my algorithm just from that one video where I was like, oh, I like that he's teaching lessons that don't really translate to English, turned into just jacked Indian dudes.
I love that. I love that for you. Enjoy that. All right, so we got a little off track. I went down the algorithm rabbit hole. So take me back. Take me through your story till present day. You know, what got you started wanting to be a comedian? You know, where did it start?
Throughout like middle school and stuff, like it was always like the social currency of my friend group was like just getting laughs and stuff. And I was never like a great conversationalist, but I found if I could just be like a sniper and get my one joke in, you're accepted pretty much. And then I just kind of like really started leaning into that kind of like built into my identity a little bit. And then come high school, I just got really into writing puns and stuff, which were, looking back, all terrible. I've deleted them off of my Twitter, but I'd like tweet them out and like they'd get a little bit of traction. And then do you remember the show At Midnight with Chris Hardwick?
Mm-mm.
Okay, it was basically like a Comedy Central game show where like comics would come on and like they'd give them a prompt and then they'd provide like a funny answer in like a tweet-like format. And then there was the thing like where they'd have hashtag games where you could play along. And that was kind of like a logical bridge between like, oh, tweeting little jokes and doing stand-up comedy, because they'd have like a bunch of stand-up comics on. And then I was like, oh, I'll give this a shot. And senior year of high school, gave it a go, and the rest is history. After sucking for quite a few years doing puns on stage, I realized, oh, people don't like that. Let's switch it up.
So senior year, what'd you do, like talent show?
No, it was for a sociology class, we had to like pick a subculture to kind of like participate in and write up a report on. And I chose stand-up because I kind of already knew I wanted to do that. And part of this project was like, you have to participate. So did that, bombed like crazy, didn't really register that I bombed, and never stopped doing it.
Don't feel bad. They didn't come for a comedy show.
Oh, they did. It was.
Did they know you were coming? They know you're coming with the heat.
It was. They knew I came with the puns and everything.
Hell yeah.
It was in Northeast Philly. Did you ever go to the Comedy Cabaret in Northeast?
I have not.
Okay, it doesn't exist anymore. It was
Right.
a room attached to a bar attached to a Motel 6
Right
on the Roosevelt Boulevard.
Oh yeah. No, I never had the pleasure.
Yeah, so I couldn't drive after 11 p.m. because I had my learner's permit, so my parents would come with me and drive me, and they did their open mic grind too for a little bit.
That's awesome. You dragged your parents through it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
How long did they stick with you?
Pretty much until like I got my driver's license fully, and then they were like, "Oh, we'll come to
You
shows."
go do it by yourself.
Yeah.
Now. We're with you in spirit. I love that.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. No. Similar to that. My dad went to all the shows that I ever started off with because he was a comic.
Okay.
He was actually the first Yellowitz to start saying jokes into a microphone. My brother did it, and I.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Does your brother or dad still do it?
My dad passed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. You're good. What did you do?
I killed him.
What did you do? Is your name Cancer? No, you're fine. I love it when people say that shit. No, so my dad started off, and my brother, of course, went with him to do it. He tried it out. I same situation, just the funny kid being goofy, a little less snipey. I was more or less like, look at me, this is the attention I crave kind of shit. I love it. As you can see, like, I got microphones because
awesome
I love
setup.
the way I sound in a microphone. Like, I could talk all day. And then, yeah, my first time was when I was 17 in a pizza place. And
Oh, really?
People did not know it was going to be a comedy.
Ambush shows are tough.
I love it. I love like looking back with like a Kaufman-esque kind of viewpoint on it. Like I love it.
It is funny as a concept, but in the room, nobody enjoys it.
No. Like it was a pizza place, and they were like, "What the? Are they setting up a microphone? That's a speaker. Uh-oh, what are we doing?"
Fuck, that's strike two.
Check.
A 17-year-old boy, what is it now?
So the general progression, you started off, and then now you're all right. So now you're on your own with the car.
Yeah.
Where do you go from there? What connections do you make? Where do you tread around?
I stayed in Northeast Philly at this place for like the first year. That was the only place I'd go to because when you're 18, you probably experienced this. There's not too many places you can go that like allow people under 21 in.
Yeah.
Did you ever get like kicked out of anywhere or anything like that, or did you just pick your places wisely?
No, because I was with my dad.
Okay, nice.
And he was like an old like George Carlin looking Jewish guy. He's like, "No, he's fine. Come on."
You get him in here.
And then there's like 3 Yelowitzes on stage, and they're like, do we piece you guys apart? What are you like? Are you do this together? Like, what is this?
A full family act like the Marx Brothers.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot early on. There was not a lot going on in South Jersey. There wasn't a lot.
Did you ever do like any like performing with your dad or your brother or anything like that?
Like comically together in the same bit, or like on the same shows?
or anything like that?
No, we have very different styles of humor.
Okay. What would you say your sensibility is?
I got a lot of really crazy ass stories, and I really only tell the truth.
Okay.
You know, in anything, it's just like when we were at the mile, like I was just telling you my thoughts on divvying up the ashes of my father kind of shit. Like it's so fucking weird. Like they're fucking like, make sure Bethany gets some. Like it was so weird. Like it's you know, and I have a lot of checkered past kind of stuff, like crimes and drug use and all that stuff. So that
makes the good stories.
Makes really good comedy. That's how I became friends with Danny Hicks so quickly. He's like, you used to be homeless? And I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, homeless. Like, dapped me up and everything, and then went and did 3 minutes, you know?
I never took a single risk in my life, and that's why I had so many puns.
That sweater says 0 risk.
Yeah.
That sweater says 0 risk involved. I did want to compliment you. You look warm as shit.
It's cozy as fuck, dude.
Just like your life. Sorry. Continue your story, please.
I gotta no, there are no stories, remember?
Okay, that's true.
My life, first 28 years was just me holding a cup of cocoa with 2 hands, and now I'm here.
Now you've been in like that autopilot from Click.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like, he just doesn't do anything but open mics anymore. It's weird.
So all my material has to be like contrived bullshit because like nothing interesting from real life. So
so you still sticking with a lot of puns in your comedy? Or
no, thankfully I've moved on from that.
So where do you source a lot of your comedy from now?
Now it's just like a silly mental image. Like I've kind of learned like to just lean into like the things that I find funny, which are just like ridiculous mental image. Like I love combining like hyper masculine stuff with like silliness and like poking holes in it, and just the combination of that has been like a good well to pull from. I feel like
the guys who do bodybuilding online and they like knock their headphones down and it's like French Star You on repeat for 6 hours. It's
no, I haven't seen that.
So what they think I'm listening to, it's like heavy metal or whatever, and then it's actually like French Star You on for 6 hours.
That's awesome.
Sorry.
That rules.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. This is the stuff that I love.
This is the concept you need, man. But yeah, okay, I feel you. So almost like a comedic gay chicken in a weird way.
Very much. That is perfectly articulated.
I love that. Give me like any projects you're working on aside from just the clips.
A buddy of mine. Do you know Anant Kumar?
No.
Okay. Anyway, we're working on a thing where like almost like a daily show, last week tonight type thing, where we want to like come up with topics, kind of more like a long form argument type of thing, or like informative, and try to turn it into a stage show.
Okay.
And so we still have to. This week we're pitching to each other like certain topics and outlines for stories, and we're gonna do like a live on stage behind a desk thing, and then maybe have some friends in the audience like do interactive, almost like Conan would have like people in the crowd yelling out or whatever.
So it's going to be like a live audience type deal, almost like Kill Tony, not quite podcast-ish, but okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, but like heavily, like fully written, somehow figure out how to do a teleprompter type thing, and then
cue cards.
That could work too.
Need cue cards.
Need somebody to pull through it.
I might have some stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk.
Okay.
We'll talk.
Hell yeah.
If it's anything having to do with a show, I can help.
Okay, sweet.
I'll try and help you out.
Yeah, so it's still in its infancy right now, but that's the main project I'm excited about.
Right on.
Otherwise, it's just working on the stand-up and filming ridiculous TikToks.
Hell yeah. Very nice. You So you said you've been funny, but more snipey type. Like what? Where do you find yourself in a conversation that makes you a sniper? Like just that weird quick wit.
It would normally be like in a group set, like
Yes.
more so now I'm a better conversationalist than I was back in high school, but like it would more so be in a group setting, like other people are talking, and if I find a window, I'm going in there and
Nice.
yeah.
Very nice. I like that. Just almost like an awkward type.
Yeah, a little bit. But I've never been like I'm always envious of people who can tell stories like you, because like I've never had that skill to like just hold court and be compelling just from life itself. It always has to be like fully manufactured and manicured and everything.
Okay. Well, this is going to sound weird. What do your thoughts look like?
How do you mean? Like how are they structured?
Are you an audio thinker, or are you a visual thinker, or are you a both? Like when you think about something like a memory, is it happening like, are you telling yourself the story in your head, or are you visualizing it like it's a comic or like a movie playing out?
Movie, that part, yeah.
Okay. Okay. If you could do that, you could tell a good story.
Okay.
If you could slow your brain down just a little bit, because what my brain does is like it wants me to speed through it. It's like, get to the funny part. Like, you want them to
Right.
laugh. Like, it's just like a drunk party. Get through there. But like when you're trying to tell a crowd of people and they want to be along it with you, just kind of like slow your brain down. If you think in pictures and movies and stuff, and you can almost narrate it while it's happening, that's it.
Okay.
And then if you mix in the snipey, like like freeze it in the moment and be like, now here's what's weird about this. And that's where you draw the people in to see a funny perspective or the moment they've been waiting for, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's well articulated, and I will try to give it a shot that way, because like I've always been like, I think too insecure to leave dead air, where I'm like always writing where I'm like, okay, there needs to be a punch every 10 seconds, and that doesn't let people breathe, and especially as sets get longer, that's exhausting.
Yeah.
Whereas like describing a scene and laying it out is way more listenable long term.
That was the hardest part for me early on in comedy, because I was known as Dust, the guy who's got a million fucking stories, and you know he'll know exactly which parts to tell you, like the guy at parties, all that stuff. But when I went onto a microphone, I got 4 fucking minutes.
Yeah,
I wrote
that's tough.
3 fucking jokes down. I wrote 3 stories of funny shit that happened. If you let me just get them out in 15 minutes, I got you covered. But you know, then I had to like shorten them up, and then there's like, is this story even worth it? You know. So doing comedy really changed the way, not the way I tell my stories, but the way I prioritize the information. And I you know, the stuff I'm giving to the audience kind of deal.
Do you find now like that your instincts lead you to certain stories above others, or is it still just shotgun, see what sticks sort of style?
Yeah, there's a couple things. Like if I'm at a open mic, and depending on the crowd, like if it's mostly comics, I have certain stories that are mostly like, I can say certain things in front of the comedians that civilians are gonna be like, huh. Like I could do my black guy impression in front of comedians, and you guys don't judge me too hard. Even the black guys don't judge me too hard. But civilians, they're maybe not. But like it does kind of. There is always like a selection of how I plan on, like, I feel this way tonight, which story best reflects that, because if I try and fight against it, it doesn't come off natural.
That's interesting. I always wondered about comics who are like, their persona is like a certain way, like a Lewis Black is always angry. That must be exhausting over a 40-year career to always just have to be like maybe you're not feeling angry that night, but you have to be like, I don't like this thing or whatever. Yeah.
I mean, it's all me. It's all me. It's all my perspective. It's all my feeling. It's all my attempt at trying to get people to see what I'm talking about. But sometimes I'm just feeling different. Like maybe I'm not in the happy mood. Maybe I'm not in the happy joke. Maybe I'm in the dark joke mood. Maybe I'm like, maybe the mood I'm in right now, let's talk about my dad's funeral. Let's fucking go. Like I'm ready to go. Let's fucking go.
Right.
You know, maybe I'm in the, you know, let's tell a drug story. Because this couple over here looks like they party hardy. Like they love a good cocaine story. You know, it sometimes, I don't know, maybe it's just a feeling. Maybe I shift quite a bit, but it is all me.
And I imagine as you get further on in it, you probably have developed the skill of just being able to like feel it intuitively, whereas like early on you might have to consciously be like, oh, this person looks like this, maybe I'll try this story or whatever. Now does it just kind of, can you just read the vibe?
Yeah, for a show, for like if somebody asked me like to do, you know, 15 minutes or something like that, or 20 minutes or whatever. Yeah, for a show, like that's where I'm kind of like, I have a good bit of material that I can pick from. But I'm seeing over here, how can I shift from this joke that now I'm planning to riff this guy, like moment one, like this guy's got a crazy shirt or some shit. I remember I was at a show, me and 3 other comedians just called this guy Cocaine Shirt, like, because he came in, it looked like an LSD trip. I think I have the clip somewhere in the depths. But and that's what it was. Now, where am I going to go from Cocaine Shirt and be like, that's all right, this guy parties, here's the next story, you know. And then from there, what flows the best?
Right.
You know, it's not just one thing to have a solid 15. You should, if you're going to commit to a solid 15, it should be actually like a solid 30 that you can kind of pick and choose from, depending.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm just starting to figure that out now, because like I've always been so scripted with it, where I have like, oh, these callbacks don't work if this and that. But now I've been hosting once a month at this place with doing like a Friday and Saturday, and it's sometimes a tough room because it's like, sometimes only like 6 people will come in. Sometimes it'll be, I mean, it's always like people good 40 years older than me. And like, sometimes it's repeat people too. So like, I kind of have to like bob and weave way more than I've ever been like done in the past, and it's been like a good muscle to develop.
Nice.
And
I
just
like the way you put that muscle to develop.
yeah, and just kind of like, okay, I have all these bits memorized now. Now I can trust myself to go into it without having to rehearse it in my car beforehand, like 20 minutes before that.
Right. How do you feel practicing new material now that you've been a little bit refined? You've kind of worked it out. Do you find that there's a different way you write?
I've always just kind of like, first is the mental image, then it's just articulating it and talking it over and over. So I'll just keep saying the idea in like driving home from work 45 minutes straight. I'll maybe like say the same minute over and over, and that'll make me hate the extra syllables. Also, you can kind of go into autopilot after saying it so many times, and then your mind just kind of wanders on that topic, and the bit builds itself from there. And it's almost like if I have a mental image, I got 90 seconds after 45 minutes of just talking over and over. So I'll just record voice memos of like 10-second clips, and then I have like 30 of them when I get home, type them all out and organize them to the most recent versions, and then try it on stage, cut the stuff that doesn't work, keep the stuff that does, and keep building.
Now, how do you gauge whether it's working or not? Because you say you do a lot of mics, right? So it's a lot of comedians. We're tough judges of other comics. Some would say the worst.
Uh-huh.
How do you gauge if it's something you cut? Like, I mean, obviously, if you get a room full of comedians to laugh, that's a good one. It's a decent one. You know, how do you trim your fat?
I'll usually like if I can get it to work at a mic, I'll try it at a show on the weekend, and that's kind of to test if it like connects with people who aren't like desensitized to think like a lot of bits that'll work. I realized it. I used to think like, oh, comedian audience is harder to perform for, and then if it works there, it will work for a regular audience. Not really the case, because the sensibilities are different. So now, first I go to the comics to see, is there anything there, and then go to the crowds at the real show and be like, is it tasteful? Like, is it not too much?
So you seek out a lot of feedback.
Absolutely,
That's
yeah.
great.
Because
That's great.
the more I do this, the more I realize I don't know what's funny until I try it out.
Right. Or until it spontaneously just comes out of your mouth and like, wait, what was funny about that? Okay,
Yeah.
let's recreate that. How can we break that down?
It's almost paradoxical because I feel like my hit rate is higher as I get more experience with this, but my knowledge of what's funny is way lower.
Well, we're desensitizing. It's like
Yeah.
like I'm a salesman, so salesmen are raunchy, nasty, fucking pieces of shit. If you get them in a room talking about life, it's just how we are. So like that's why, you know, comedians do it too. We use the term civilian or normie or whatever like that, because it is like you hang around a bunch of comedians, like you kind of forget what's just funny. Like you don't have to go the extra mile and cover it in blood and semen and whatever, like whatever else makes it funny. See, exactly, because we're so fucked up.
A little extra sauce and
Yeah,
seasoning.
Little googus.
Not to get too technical, but the googus.
Yeah, it's a medical term, googus. Googus maximus, I believe it is.
Are there a lot of parallels between being a salesman? Like, are you over the phone, in person, or what do you do?
Both.
Okay.
Both, yeah.
Do you find that it helps? Like,
So
okay,
much.
maybe I have to get this hook right away to get people engaged to trust me. Like, I imagine there's so many parallels.
There are, and I was actually talking about this with Danny Hicks a lot in depth, because he had a lot of questions about it too. It is pretty much being on stage every single fucking new customer, because I can't not be myself. It's impossible. I'm a good salesman, but I have to do it my way. You know, so it's my jokes, it's my, you know, I have my word tracks and stuff like that kind of carry me through to certain points. And then the customer kind of in my brain can either upgrade to a little bit realer or stay professional. Like there's always professional Dustin, and then there's, you know, you're being like, then there's let's move with efficiency because you're wasting my time, salesman Dustin.
Right.
Now, if you've reached a certain level as a customer, meaning I've gotten a vibe from you, you're not a total Karen piece of shit, like you're not gonna flip out over maybe saying hell or damn or something like that, you know, feel them out. Or maybe they're just raunchy right off get-go. I've had people, like an old lady talk about snail trail, bingo lady, fucking porn. I swear to God, dude, just nasty shit. And then that's the customer.
That's the best.
That's practice. That's full practice. And it's like a daily lesson on crowd work. You know what I mean?
I can imagine,
It's
yeah.
a daily lesson on crowd work. So I'm very comfortable with a lot of the attention on me, because I'm not trying to sell you guys shit. I just want to I just want to get this funny point.
Right. This
I just
is
wanna get
almost
funny
like
point across.
yeah, that's the pressure's off at that point. Like you're just doing your thing there. No pressure to.
Here's one. I don't care if you don't laugh, because I've been told no 5 times that day.
Mm-hmm.
I got told no 16 times that week.
Yeah.
I could give less of a shit if you don't laugh. I had to get it out.
Can't hurt me. Can't hurt me.
I had to get it out. I'm still making my money doing my thing, and yeah, it's a great job for a felon, you know. So it was pretty good to get hired in cars. That was a good practice, and yeah, a lot of parallels.
Is that what you're selling? You're selling cars?
No, I sell RVs and travel.
Oh, that's right.
trailers.
You just told me that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's cool, but
Camping World.
Majority of the stuff I relate to is cars, because that was the more chaotic of the sales. This is more corporate and professional. And,
Oh, okay, I got you.
even though I still don't mention their names too much on my shit, because I talk about a lot of stupid shit.
Are you like handy with? Can you take apart and put together things like cars and RVs and stuff, or was it just like a sales totally angle?
So the sales thing came from just personality. Like a friend of mine who I knew from just random other people. It was just like, you're good. You're good with words. Like, you just want to try this out. And like, I had an idea of what car sales was when I got there, but I was so wrong. You know what I mean? Like, it was first of all, I'm like, it can't be like remotely close to anything stereotypical. And it was borderline on several things. And then like, you learn that that's not the way. And then you get, I was very fortunate that I had a lot of people early on, like, teach me the little things to notice in sales, to qualify, to be good, to save people time, to be relatable, to not be a fucking blob.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, it's been an interesting career. It's paid the bills. It's kept my kids fed. You know what I mean?
And I walked past the bike on the way in, and I see you got the Harley. You ride it a lot?
I do. I love Harleys. I've been riding since I was 13, legally since I was 20. So,
Nice, hell yeah.
Yeah. I only took the Barb's Harley course just for the insurance discount.
Oh, okay, nice.
I was like doing stoppies on these little 500 mules, and the guy's like, "All right, Dust, we get it." I was like, "Nah, come on, let's just give me the test. Come
right.
on, come on, I'm ready. I'm fucking ready, dude. Come on."
You ever ride with anybody, or is it just like a solo thing?
I ride with all sorts of people. Early in my riding, I rode around with a bunch of like not like 1% clubs. Like, I rode around with like Nom Nights and stuff like that. Like, a couple of guys I sold cars with were Nom Nights. They were really cool. They do a lot of charities. I just rode with the Legion last year for their Veterans Day ride.
I didn't even realize it was such a charity thing until like a month ago. I did a show at, I think, like Marlton or Medford Oaks.
Oh yeah.
Or Elks, not
Elks
Oaks.
Lodge,
yeah, and they apparently do that all the time, like charity rides every year.
All the time. They do Toys for Tots. They do all sorts of stuff. Roar to the Shore. I haven't done a Roar to the Shore, but you gotta understand, like, a lot of the guys that I ride with, it's all my like stepdad's age, like Vietnam era, like 70-year-old dudes, and on fully dressed Harleys. Like, some of those dudes are tough getting around anymore. And then like guys our age, they're all on crotch rockets, and I'm stupid enough at 100, so I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm good. I'm good. You give me 200 miles per hour, I will use it. How about you? What do you do outside of comedy in your job?
I like I used to be a power lifter in college.
Really?
And yeah, so now like I've geared it back a lot, like, because like all the people who continued doing it like slip discs and stuff, but I still like doing that and challenging myself with like physical things. But like I've switched to more like calisthenics.
So you like work out every day?
Like 6 days a week. Okay. But like, and it just now it's like, since I'm not chasing numbers, I will just pick random things. Like this year, my challenge is to practice every day until I can do a full middle split.
Ooh.
Just random shit.
Good
like,
luck.
Yeah, it's not going well, and it sucks, and I hate it.
I was gonna ask you to demonstrate, but you just said it's not going well.
Yeah, I've gained a few inches, but like we're getting there. And then just
how do you practice that? Do you just keep trying to split, or do you like? Yeah. Is it like some weird Rob Van Dam like fucking?
That's what the mental image I had.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. I don't know why I said Rob Van Dam.
His chill brother.
RVD, dude.
Yeah. Bobby.
No, RVD was a wrestler. Rob Van Dam.
Oh, okay. Oh no. Yeah. I'm getting my Van Dams mixed up.
Yeah. Van Dam, dude. Come on.
But I just had the mental image of him between like the two trucks
with the fucking candle underneath him.
Yeah, so I was
with the two trucks.
Yeah, so I'm like, that's gonna be me in like 9 months.
Hell yeah,
so
dude.
We'll see how that goes.
Just like this. Just fucking
absolutely.
With a candle underneath your crotch, just like. I can see it.
Just slowly burning. But yeah,
get a lot of clicks on that one.
I'm trying to write a sketch around it so it's not just a waste of time. Like
just a comedian's journey on completing a full middle split.
because I just the mental image, I thought it would be very funny to like not tell anybody for a couple months and then just like on stage, like if anybody's ever like just talking or not paying attention, being able to be like, hey, if I can blow your mind in the next 3 seconds, will you shut the fuck up and pay attention? And just the mental image of just dropping down into a full split has sustained me.
The crowd just loses you. Where'd he go? they're in the back like, wait, what did you just do? Oh, shit.
It's like, well, that was underwhelming. And I was like, that was 9 months work.
Right on. Okay.
So that's one thing.
I'm in. Let's go. What do you got?
I've been trying to get better at chess.
Okay. I can help you with that.
Oh, really? Are you into it?
I play a lot of chess.
Okay, nice.
I love chess.
You ever hop on like chess.com or anything like
Nah,
that?
fuck that. It's mostly bots.
Okay,
Can't do
yeah.
It piss me off. I'm not like perfect. I would say I'm above decent. You know, I had a stepfather who never let me win, so I just
Oh, really? Okay.
just either get better or you're gonna cry a lot.
Uh-huh.
So that's it. Chess. How you faring with that?
I'm decent right now. Like I'm getting destroyed by, like I'll play against people online and get destroyed 10 times out of 10. But like I still feel like I'm getting better every single time.
I've heard from a lot of people like the angle of an actual board helps you think better.
Really?
Like looking at it from the 3D perspective, actually, like, yes, you can still do everything, and if you've reached a certain, you know, when you reach a certain level, it doesn't matter. But like I find that early on, the 3D of the board helps. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
No, I get that.
maybe I'm
Yeah.
just a weirdo.
I got one of those boards that like you can play against it and it's like wizard chess almost. Yeah, so that's been pretty cool.
Nice.
But like now my algorithm will also have videos of like the guy Magnus Carlsen.
Oh, chess
just
champions.
being a dork. Like that
Being
guy
a dork.
He pisses me off so much because like I also love watching it because like I love when people in a small world are so unbelievably cocky. And there's videos of this guy who he'll like his whole thing is like he'll come out like, you know how chess is on a timer? He'll come out with like 2 minutes left on the timer and be like really quick, and that's his like dramatic entrance. And it's like, okay, this guy thinks he's the king of the world, but it's not cool at all. And
Yeah, but in the chess world, I bet that guy fucks.
Oh,
Like, he
I
just
bet
gets
he
all the chess.
cleans up,
Just fucking
yeah.
check and mate, dude. Just checkmate and puss left. and
Anya
right.
Taylor-Joy is getting destroyed by
Just
Magnus
knocking thick glasses off of bitches' faces, dude.
Just mowing through astigmatisms.
All right, so when you're not scrolling through and watching oiled up Indian men whilst in a split playing chess, what else are you doing?
Mostly comedy.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Just writing and filming sketches and stand-up and stuff.
I love that. I love that. So, okay. That's a lot of information we just gave each other.
Yeah.
So I've been doing this this wheel spinning thing to help keep conversations going. Not that we're lacking or anything. I just like it, like
We hit
bringing
the
up
split
topics.
point and there's
Yeah, well, literally,
there's
you-
no
you're
good
talking about
segue.
split. I mean, how do we top that?
Yeah, I don't know.
So it seems to be doing well. So you have the option to you can just spin it as many times as you like. in
Okay.
reality. So rant, work on a new bit. If you want to do an impression, tell a story, stupid fact about yourself or one that you know. Roast anybody, anywhere. Plug your favorite music, plug your favorite business, and back to rant.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Impression.
Yeah, an impression.
Hey y'all.
Is that Cleveland?
Yep.
That's nice. I like that.
That's nasty.
nasty. Oh, yeah. Okay. You do good.
No.
That's good, dude. Hell yeah. What else you got?
A lot of them are just constricting the nasal passageway, so like
Ray Romano.
it's all the same voice.
So you have to have that little, almost like a cap over your esophagus, like goddamn. Like, you know.
And then I can do some inhale talking and just be like a really deep, like smooth jazz, like radio guy. So like,
Oh yeah, baby.
but that one, a lot of consonants you say are on the exhale, so you have
Yes.
to kind of like prepare.
So you actually gotta get real low. You gotta get low as a motherfucker. Get deep down into your chest.
You actually have to be a real man, exactly.
You gotta hit puberty at an appropriate age. And grow a beard and shit.
Which, like, I still giggle, so...
You don't chuckle?
No, I try to chuckle, but it's not authentic. I just hit my high pitch.
Tried like a... Yeah, it's fucking not working.
No, it's full anime princess register.
That's cool. I appreciate anybody who can do a good voice because that shit does take practice. And that means you were either grounded a lot as a child or had a really good imagination. I had both. I had both, thankfully.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, thanks.
Do you have any, like, go-to voices you can do?
When I was in high school, we got shit-faced one night, and they got me for like 80-something impressions and
Really?
sounds. Yeah, like
Oh, that's cool.
like birds and like all kind like voices. I do like Jews and impressions, like because I'm Jewish. It's not like I'm mean or anything. Like I'm Jewish, so I make
I got
fun
birds, water driplets, Jews.
I got Jews on lock. My best friend growing up was black, and his family inspired me to work on that deep ass voice, motherfucker. Like, goddamn, like, because his dad used to yell at me all the time, like I was his own. So I was like, I'm just gonna make fun of this family at the cookout.
I'm just picturing you as like a Foley artist, but like it's just like, okay, he does birds, he does Jews,
Yes. He does Jews.
everything you need for early Looney Tunes.
Yes. He does Jews, so he can play some producers or something. He does
does it
black
all.
people.
Do you need rain? Do you need Jews?
Like I worked on impressions a lot. Like I worked at a summer camp growing up too. So like we had a lot of exchange people from like New Zealand, South Africa. I learned the differences between like
The
Australia.
nuances of those. Okay.
Yeah, like what Jim Jeffries says is like there is a slight difference, but it it's like an Australian person only I'm punching a black person. Like it's like that's what it is.
Can you hit me with the word cunt in all three of those, like South African, Australian, and New Zealand?
Cunt is going to be Australian.
Okay.
Cunt is going to be your New Zealand, and I don't know about it, South Africa.
Yeah, I
don't
guess
know if-
I never mind. I guess they're
Yeah,
not
you being
very.
a cunt. You being a cunt. Yeah, there you go. Cunt.
Yeah,
It's a little bit more subtle.
that's true. There's the slight like is it Dutch influence in there?
I don't know. It's definitely white.
Yeah.
It's definitely pasty glue, Elmer's glue white.
Yeah.
And it almost doesn't belong. Weird. Weird, strange. Yeah, no, I had a lot of fun practicing that on my mom after her, 14-hour shifts at the ER. And I'm like, hey, mama, what's good? You look tired as shit. I'm hungry. Come on.
It's like I feel like I haven't been spending enough time raising Dustin. His voice is totally different.
TV's raising him. That's what's wrong with this generation. And these $8 lattes. Want to spin again?
Yeah, let's do it.
That was a good one. I was very impressed. Tell me a story.
Okay.
Now that we're talking about working on your...
Here's a story of I used to do like music festivals and stuff. Like my buddy Cody Wright. Did you ever meet him?
Yes, he's been on the show.
Okay, nice. He used to run these music festivals with a guy named Tyler, or they would do a comedy show at these music festivals. And the very first one they did, they weren't part of the music festival, so it was going to be like guerrilla style. We didn't have like tickets to go to the festival or anything, so they were like, all right, meet us in this Walmart parking lot and we're going to go to the show. It's like 2 a.m. already. The show, like, so the plan was to have the show happen after the music was done and just herd as many music festival people
That's awesome.
just coming down off of whatever.
Yeah, at their worst.
Yeah.
They're most tired.
Absolutely.
I
So
love
the
it.
key was to go early in these shows because people were either getting more high or more tired.
Oh, yeah.
But like my buddy Tyler had this character, the cigarette fairy. So he'd go around wearing fairy wings, handing out cigarettes and telling people, "Hey, comedy show after the music." And so anyway, I digress. We were at the Walmart parking lot, meet there at like 2 a.m, and they're like, "All right, we don't have tickets for you. We're not officially performers, so get in the trunk of this car. We're gonna cover you with blankets. We're gonna cover you with all the amps and everything. We're gonna drive you in, and then we're gonna perform." So they drive us in. My buddy, different buddy, had been selling LSD, and he was driving, and he had been breaking it up with his hands, and it started to like get brought into his system. So like the ride is getting fun, and so we get to the campground. It's like just in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania. my buddy talks us into it. He's like, "Oh yeah, just the two of us. We went to McDonald's. You want anything? We can pick you something up or whatever." Just being charming. We get in. They drive us to this campsite. Start plugging the like amps and everything and lights into the car battery and just fire it up. And we get there. We're waiting for the music to end. Eventually, we start performing at like 4 a.m. as it's getting. I don't know if you've ever been to these festivals. Everybody can play music. You give like any dude who looks like Post Malone when he first came out a guitar and he
Shreds.
will shred. It's insane. So they had like a little bit of a jam to get people around the fire, and then they give us a mic and we started performing. And you kind of have to be like a machine gun with the jokes, or else they're not gonna pay attention at all.
Yeah.
They're chopping up ketamine in the front
they're
row.
gonna phase off into their next universe, and you're gonna be a Martian in 3 seconds.
I'm forgetting if I'm conflating two different shows, but like one, it was so pitch black and there was like a river behind the stage that I didn't know about. So I was just like walking back there, just not seeing shit, just kind of like, okay, going over my set, trying to plan something. I fall into water. I'm like waist deep, can't even see shit. I get up on stage and I'm like soaked, and there's no good way to like, hey guys, I'm drenched and I have to address it, but like,
I promise I didn't pee.
yeah, I promise I didn't pee so thoroughly that my entire lower half is soaked. So we ended up doing that. It went well, and they eventually talked to like the festival bookers, and like for the rest of that summer they would run in shows and stuff, but it was always at like 4 a.m, and I was less soaked at the following ones.
What happened to the acid driver guy?
Oh, he ended up just being selling and doing really well and having a great night.
Just ripped out of his mind, right?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Uh-huh.
Just like, I'm not even sure if this transaction's real.
Right.
Bye. Goodbye. Fuck. Did you ever get into like LSD or
I never
shrooms or
tried
anything?
it, no.
I fucking love hallucinogens.
Are you a fan?
Holy shit, dude. It ruined my fucking life.
Do you ever get the flashbacks or anything like that?
No, I don't know if any of that's real. Although watching the news feels like a fucking acid flashback. If you go on to mainstream media right now and you just fucking watch any of the news, be like, did I just crack my neck the weird way or something?
Or am I a tree?
My kids are here. Am I about to wake up from a fucking salvia trip? Like fucking Ari Shafir or some shit.
Dude, he is fascinating. I mean, he drugs his friends a lot, but he's fascinating.
Hell yeah, dude. I hope to reach the level of success where I can just bring all my friends around, have a blast, dose them, you know, like,
and then just fuck off to like Indonesia for 3 months at a time.
Yeah, well, I got kids. I can't be fucking off to Indonesia.
Oh, true,
but
true,
like
true.
maybe go to like Poconos or something. Like, go stay in a cabin, have the kids be watched
Just
or
local
something.
Indonesia.
Yeah, local. It's the only reason I'm doing a lot of this and I'm not as frequent at the shows is because I got the family, got the full-time job. It's and if you wanted to be, like I feel like I'm gypping myself a little by not going to as many of the mics as I possibly can, but sometimes I just can't. It's a
Do you know
pain.
what might help? Did you know Eppolite Laval?
Mm-mm.
Okay, she's a very funny comedian. She got me into the VR comedy scene, which is like you get like these goggles and there's shows in there and there's mics and stuff, and you can be in and out in an hour, and it's like it's not as good as live, but like you get your reps in trying out the new material and stuff.
I like it.
It's better than Zoom, worse than stand-up.
If I was gonna do that, I'd rather, because I do a lot of gaming on the channel as well, so I'd rather VR here.
Okay.
I'd rather VR here playing a game because I feel like my comedy would do well in the moment of the game, as opposed to me like already adapting to this fucking headgear.
Right.
And now I'm talking to people. They're looking at a screen. They're not like, I'm not really crowd work. I think that'd be so far out of that'd be combining way too many of my passions.
Like throw in some LSD and you're
I'm not
golden.
that reclusive. Like I'm not like agoraphobic where I can't leave the house and go. It's just like timing. It's just like I want to go to Sasa Bien, but it's on Thursdays. I work till fucking 7. I want to go to the Mile, but I work till fucking 7. Wednesdays is high note, and like I'm always trying to do stuff with the show, and that's my day off, like scheduled day off. Like I'm off tomorrow. It's just pretty much the day designated to get all the shit done that piled up while I was at work. You know what I mean? It is, and it's a pain in the nuts picking the kids up, and I have a 13-year-old, so that's like a drunk roommate, just a fucking overly emotional drunk roommate that we can't, fucking contain with a tranquilizer gun.
Is that the oldest?
That is the oldest, and then my youngest is 5.
Okay.
So she's just just loving everything about life, and you're just like, I just want you to stay that way. Go ahead. Yeah. I'll be miserable.
This one is pissing me off.
just yeah.
But yeah, if you ever do want to pop in on a Wednesday, let me know and we'll
100%.
get you up. And,
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Noah very well. I was around when he started the High Note.
Okay.
My dad went up on the High Note quite a few times. And I just did a wrestling show with Scott Holiday.
Oh, really? Do you wrestle?
I do not wrestle. No, I commentate. I am.
Okay. So were you guys the
Yeah, we
team?
were the duo. There's a show Sunday. I won't be at that one. I'll probably be at the next one. We've had a lot of family stuff going on, and the guy running that show is my brother.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, the heavy metal rabbi, Eric Stevens.
How nice.
He'll be on tomorrow. He's going to give us some promo stuff for the show. So if you guys want to tune in tomorrow as well.
Do you have a persona when you are the commentator?
I am Dustin Yellowitz, the comedian commentary, and Noah's like the guy who knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Okay.
I'm like, so Noah, what do you call that? Or Scott, because he goes by Scott Holiday
Yeah.
when he's on that mic, which is cool. I like the persona change.
And the gimmick is like whatever holiday is going on or something, right?
Sort of, yeah. So like that's how he dresses. So what the fuck were we doing last time? He wore like a Superman suit last time, and I'm in like a fucking hoodie. And my brother's like, "Oh, you're gonna be doing the whole show." I'm like, "Oh, you want me on the camera like this?" And he's like, "Yeah, who gives a fuck?" And I'm like, "I guess I don't." I think this was the exact hoodie I wore too. Like no bullshit.
Was it your brother or you who got into that world first?
So it's gonna sound repetitive, but my father started announcing wrestling for the Monster Factory back in the day.
Okay.
So we knew like Abdul the Butcher, Sabu, like we knew a lot of those guys coming up like before they got into ECW and famous. So like when my parents divorced, that was our weekend with my dad. Like we would go to these shows in the middle of the city, and it'd be this fucking big ass warehouse, and it's all these wrestling toys and these gigantic dudes, and I'm sitting front row because my dad's announcing the ring, and that's like paramount memories to my brother and I.
Oh, absolutely. Formative years. You're
100%.
seeing that shit. Absolutely.
100%. And you know. It just kind of really caught on with my brother, and when my father passed, my dad's stage name was Barry Stevens, which was his middle name. Now my brother uses Stevens, and now he's the heavy metal rabbi. But we're all yellow. I'm the only one who uses his real name anymore. When I first started doing comedy, I did Garrett because my dad had convinced me that letting people know I was Jewish was dangerous.
Okay.
Now, you're right, it's probably not safe, but who gives a fuck? I'm pretty strong. I know how to fight. Let's go.
So does how does the heavy metal aspect, does he like play?
Yeah, if you met my brother, you know, he's just covered in tattoos. He's, but it's very ironically like he's Jewish, but like covered in tattoos and like super into metal. He also runs a collectibles and comics store called Comics and Killers. So like, it's very big. Like that's his vibe. Props to him. He's always been the guy to do his thing, and it's gonna be something I enjoy kind of mindset. So he's always been that way.
That's cool though. You get to pop in and do the commentating.
Yeah, I mean, I won't be doing it this weekend. I think he got somebody else for that. We have a lot going on. But he'll be here tomorrow, and he'll have some special announcements. Apparently, breaking my balls all day trying to get in. So,
you guys ever edit together like promos and stuff?
Yeah. The first show that he announced for as the heavy metal rabbi, I have a clip up about. It was cool. I have a picture of my stepmom reacting to a guy getting a dollar bill stapled to his forehead.
Oh, it's like the hardcore stuff. Okay.
Yeah, it's hardcore enough. I mean, that show in particular, and then there's a lot of the same wrestlers that translate over in that scene because it's all the same. Like kind of like with comedians, it's the same sphere of amateur wrestlers as well. Like they're all, but I mean, way fucking different. If we do badly, I don't fucking break a hip. You know what I'm saying?
Right. My buddy Andrew Boss also helps do High Note with us. He used to do like some of that wrestling, and he was telling me stories about like finding staples in his head like however long later, and just like, and what was the other thing? It was like shop lights or something.
Yeah, the pole lights or whatever. Yeah, the fluorescent lighting. And they just explode.
That's awesome.
Yeah. My brother and I used to do that when we were kids. Little backyard wrestling shit. He'd throw me off of shit into through a table and taking bangs and all that stuff. It was fun.
Dude, my brother and I used to like box in like an unfinished basement probably gave each other multiple concussions or something.
Fight Club era.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we got like just these cheap little, like it was for like toddlers or whatever, but it was like 2 pairs of gloves and a punching bag that was like this big. So we were like, fuck that, it's on. And it was like concrete floor. I was probably concussed a couple times. Like we
Yeah.
wrestle on that concrete. We used to do like Oklahoma drills pretty much because we had like a little rug it looked like a football field, and it was just pretty much like, okay, you get 4 downs to try to get to the edge, and it was more wrestling than football, but we would.
Did you start off at each end and then run towards each other in the middle, kind of like?
It was pretty much like linemen, like right, because you didn't want to give up an inch,
Right.
And it was just like no holds barred, but
Okay.
so fun.
That's awesome. Yeah, we used to boxes when we were younger. Just like we just had everybody's house had a set of gloves on it. Like, yo, grab the gloves, or this kid's talking shit. Grab the gloves. You know. It was,
Oh, that's awesome. That's how you settle things.
yeah. Why not? You know, kids nowadays suck. They want to just bully each other online. Like, say it to my face, pussy.
Grab the gloves.
Grab the gloves. My kids are gonna fucking throw down when they're older. I think the next generation coming up behind us they're not beat. They're
nice.
less beat than we. How old are you?
29.
Okay, so I'll be 35 in a couple of weeks. So we're relatively same age group, millennial, so to speak. Fucking this, what is it, Gen Z or the Gen Alpha or whatever? These kids are gonna be fucking crazy.
Yeah.
These kids don't give a shit about nothing.
It's nice to see.
It is, but at the same token, my 5-year-old's got a mean right hook. Like, she's got a fucking monster.
Is it
dude.
like at the transitionary point where it's like no longer play fighting, like, oh, she can't punch me anymore?
When I come home from a long day of working, I have to get on my knees for the run up and hug, and I'm like, "Hey, honey," I'm like, "What's up?"
It's like hands up, hands up.
She's in a good mood today, and then she's like, "You didn't call me." Wham!
Daddy's getting tired and he's dropping the hands.
She play fights with me, dude, and I'm not fucking Mike Tyson, but I know how to throw my hands around. This kid's like fucking hard to get through. Like trying poker belly. Like she's got good guard, dude. She's got the Philly roll going. You know what I mean? She knows her shit. She knows her shit.
Training a young Layla Ali.
I'm trying, man. I'm waiting for her to get big enough to put the fucking oldest one in line.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it's a self-contained system that
They're
handles
like,
itself.
Evie, get
Handle
her.
it.
Get her. Handle my light work. Daddy is tired. Go.
Do you, like, as a parent, do you funnel them towards activities like that, or would like do you just let them do their own thing? Like if they want to fight or if they want to be painters or dancers or whatever, or
It's a good question. The youngest one is a little too soon to tell what she's super into because she's still like everything is just the best thing ever.
Right.
Like, anywhere we go, even if it's just the McDonald's drive-through, it's just the most exciting fucking thing she's done all week. We signed her up for gymnastics. Now the oldest was into cheerleading for a while. Of course, anything she wanted to do, like as long as it's active. Like when the weather gets nice, we're not in the house much.
right.
You know, when it's cold, it's fucking hopefully decent YouTube videos because I have to monitor what these kids are looking at on these tablets. But yeah, I was doing push-ups with my youngest the other day. I'm showing her like Daddy likes to take care of himself because he wants to be able to keep up with you. You know, she's like my little, she's like the pig from Holes. You ever see Holes?
Yeah.
It's like I still carry her up the stairs almost every night. Like I'm getting stronger as she gets bigger. Like I'm just not singing her a lullaby while she drinks from a river. You know what I mean?
Make sure not to skimp on that last day of carrying her up the stairs.
Well, I don't know who I have to go carry up. Like, is it my wife? Do I have to carry, or am I gonna be cursed?
I think the curse, you're gonna have to be eating onions. I'm sorry, dude.
I fucking hate onions. I don't even like French onion soup in some fashion. Like, unless it's done perfectly, like mushy. Weird segue. What else, dude? What else you into?
Lately, not a ton else. I've been kind of like into, like, I get into like one thing and really go all into it. So like, yeah, right now it's comedy, and back in college it was powerlifting, and back before that was baseball and soccer. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Nice. Do you don't miss the powerlifting much, no?
I miss it a ton.
Do you really?
Yeah, it was, dude, you feel like a loaded gun, like with the you ever done smelling salts?
I have, yeah.
I love that shit.
I've also done meth, so
it does, it pales in comparison.
One smells like cat piss. That's the only difference. That's the only difference. That's the only
So you get it.
yeah.
But there was nothing better than that. Like, you got somebody slapping the shit out of your back, another person yelling in your face, and you're about to do something. What's that?
Nah, don't fucking touch me. Dude.
You don't like it?
Don't
Okay.
fucking slap me, dude. Get off me.
I needed that. Like, before a third deadlift, like somebody just hitting you as hard as they can. Like, you feel like a loaded gun, and it's the best.
What's your stats? What are they called? With the 1,000-pound 1,500 club? What do they call it?
I competed at 145 body weight and my best lifts were squat was 385, bench was 300, and deadlift was 463. So
Bench was how much?
300.
Jesus Christ.
So I crossed the 1,000, but like I don't know how to calculate.
I did 260 the other day. I almost pooped myself at Planet Fitness.
Oh, I can't anooh. Like, yeah.
Right in front of an old lady. Like, she was like unnecessarily at a squat machine in front of a bench, and I was just like, ooh, the air is gone. Let me put that back up. The air is gone from my rectum.
That was
all
always
pressure.
the worst. Whenever you had to shit before a competition, that was scary hours. Like,
I can only imagine.
because like we had to weight cut, and then like it was 2-hour weigh-in, so like you could eat a little bit beforehand, but like not too much, or else you're ruining
Did
a
you ever get
singlet.
guys like just passing the fuck out from dehydration or whatever, or locking up?
I got close.
Did you?
A couple times, yeah, because I'd have to cut like 15, 16 pounds every single time.
What's the mental state of that like?
It sucks, but like it there's kind of like a sick, like, oh, I want to see how far I can go with it a little
Really?
bit, and then there's like the excitement of like, oh, I hit 145.5 perfectly.
Yeah. It's like finishing the job kind of deal.
Yeah, but not healthy for your kidneys. And I would watch competitive eaters on YouTube. Just that was what I'd do while weight cutting, and be like, oh, you sons of bitches. Joey Chestnut.
I bet you're fucking yoked as shit throwing up 300 on a bench.
And I can't do it anymore.
No?
No.
Shoulders fucked up or...
Yeah, that, and like after a while you just start to, like, all your joints and everything
Start to creak and crack.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not like there's no reward for it in adult life.
I think I PR maybe once every like 3 months or so just to see how far I can go, and then I'll practice with like maybe 40% less of whatever that was.
Yeah, there's no, like, as an adult, there's no real.
Yeah, and you're about to be 30, so
Yeah.
cut that shit out.
Yeah,
I promise you,
absolutely.
it's like
Absolutely.
midnight on your 30th birthday. It's like you creak like a fucking log cabin, dude. It's nuts. Like I feel like I got ran through the opposite of what I don't know if you were into Star Trek. What the transporter filters were supposed to do.
What were they supposed to do?
They're supposed to like rejuvenate you, and they're supposed to cleanse your cells. Like, so if you had cancer, it would like, and you were to go up there, the computer would diagnose it as like a toxic element and screen it from your body.
Okay, so you're just getting all the.
Yes, but once you get into 30, it's like putting it all back in. It's like everything's coming in full force.
Sorry, guys, the machine was broken.
Yeah, like
You have double cancer now.
like I'm Jewish. I'm destined at 65 years old to start goblifying.
Goblin.
Yeah, just start. Yeah, like you know how like it's just to start getting really creaky and like, oh honey, how you doing? Like, I'm just fucking very gangly. I don't know. It happens to all of us.
I just earlier today I was scrolling through TikTok, and I saw a comic doing a hilarious bit about like, he was like, as Jewish people, we need to stop, like, anytime there's a movie that has like a goblin like creature, we need to stop being like, oh, that's supposed to be me.
It's yeah.
Killed me. And he like used the example of like Harry Potter, and he's like, that's me. And it's like, no, we have to stop doing that. Completely. It's not helping.
I love how every time they do that, they put that fucking goblin on the internet. It's the I'm here to talk to the goblin. He's in the fucking back room like, interesting.
Now with AI, people editing it with like the horror and all that.
Yeah. Do you think our creative journeys are going to be hindered by AI?
I think it's just like, I'm an optimist with that sort of thing. I think people are going to use it to make stupid and silly shit posts.
Just make more humor.
Yeah, exactly. Like I've never been an alarmist in that regard. Like you can make a song talking shit about someone in 2 seconds. Like like I'm not scared of AI because I've only ever used it to make songs about my siblings shitting their pants. Like
Hell
that's.
yeah.
I'm sure there's other things that are bad about it, but I'm a fan so far.
I had Meta make me a picture of a space Jew the other day. It didn't look great, so I didn't use it. It was for Danny Hicks's clip for the Star Trek shit. I've been talking about Star Trek a lot lately.
It was just the movie Spaceballs, pretty much.
Yeah, no, it was rough. It was pretty much just like a Jewish guy in space, like, help! Somebody call someone.
What do you use? I need to spend some money on something that actually works, because I've tried to use ones that, like, I forget why, but I needed a picture of Christopher Columbus with a BBL, and I couldn't do it because it was like, oh, you can't do this specific thing. And no, I can't remember the context of the joke I was building, but like,
That was my question.
Yeah.
Thank you for reading that on my face well. I do a lot of like meme maker stuff, like just crop tools, like just I don't know. You can like morph stuff and you could have probably just gone in there and just like done like a digital bubble, two bubbles on his ass.
That is just an easy
Talk
Photoshop.
to Joey Lupo. He's good at producing stuff. He might know.
Have you learned just like through doing all this how to do like a million different things?
Yes.
That is so helpful, I feel like.
I've autodidacted damn near every bit of this, from the microphones to lighting. Oh, fuck you, lighting. To the Twitch stuff. And shout out, once again, I shout him out every episode, is Slay Cozy Entertainment. He's been my moderator and big asset on Twitch. He's probably fucking licking a doorknob somewhere, but he's not currently in the chat. Yeah.
Brother, I'm ovulating.
He would appreciate that, actually. If you could send him screenshots, that'd be great.
Just keep licking that door.
That's all I pay him, is screenshots of ovulating comedians. It's working out really great, actually. It's amazing. I'm good at making him ovulate. He's good at just taking them out of my hands. Nah, he's been great. And yeah, autodidacted a lot of this. I don't know what weird inception fucking spark started me wanting to do this, but I just knew I could and I'd be good at it, and I don't give up on shit. I'm not a half-asser. I'm a whole-asser, for sure.
Was this like when did you start doing this?
This 3 years in April, I think.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, about 3 years in April.
Is it always comics, or do you interview just interesting people from throughout life?
Anybody I like or find interesting. Early on, it was a lot of people I knew, which I happen to know a decent bit of comedians. And then it started off with that, and then I would I like niche stuff. Like I love paranormal stuff. I had ghost hunters on. I have a guy, his name's Eric Spinner. He's out in Medford. He hunts Bigfoot. He is one of the leading authorities in South Jersey on Bigfoot. Has the smallest Bigfoot museum inside of his health food store.
Oh, that's
Health
cool.
Haven 2. Shout out Health Haven 2.
Has he captured any footage or anything
He's
like
got
that?
so much shit on audio, and he's got plaster molds in it. Listen, if he's full of shit, you got me good. You know what I mean?
You ever go out squatching with him?
I don't think I would bring any grace to his explorations. I think I'd comedy the fuck out of that. Be like, fucking, like just freaking out the whole time. What else? I've had music artists, musicians, rappers, like anybody that I like, and to be honest, anybody that's willing to come on at this point, it's tough.
Anybody who was like the holy grail guest that ended up being like super interesting just from an avenue that you would never anticipate?
What do you mean holy grail?
Has anybody, I guess, dump that, let me rephrase it. Anybody who's just been like the most interesting guest, like I guess not from comedy, but just a certain niche.
I don't think there's been one single most interesting guest. However, if I were to be like the most riveting conversation, was my buddy Steven Leonchuk, who's a salesman, and he was an educator as well. So he's very astute, very articulate, and he just melted my mind like 3 times on just like certain things, like the way light works and like equating life to the butterfly matrix, kind of like simulation, real conspiracy theory shit. He really tugged at the fucking proper strings for me. That was one. I met Jerry Jones from The Fiends.
Okay.
He toured with the Ramones back in the day. He was fucking awesome. Talk about one of the realest dudes ever.
That's so cool. I bet tour stories are awesome.
What's that?
I bet his tour stories are incredible.
He's talking about like taking a van, and they're all like 16, 17, 18 years old. No Google Maps, no nothing. They just had an address and a phone number, no cell phones. And these kids, literal kids, doing garage shows, took off to fucking Atlantic City from wherever Jumblefuck, New Jersey they were from, or
just go east, figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. Like they heard from a guy on how to get there, and they did that so many times for years. And he said it was like 10, 15 years before the first piece of technology assisted us on getting to a gig. I was like, that's awesome.
Such a leap of faith.
And I was like, our generation would be on the side of the road dead as fuck.
Yeah.
Like begging.
I always wondered what like the beginning process is for bands. Like I imagine you're taking gigs anywhere. Like with comedy, you can just go to random shit, but it's just one guy. With that, you have to get like 5 people and a bunch of gear on to just take a winger on random shit. It could be just somebody's basement that sucks, and yeah.
Could you imagine if comedy was a team effort? There's so many fucking personalities with comedy. It's not even funny. I don't think it'd be possible.
But yeah, I can, like I'm just thinking of the random terrible places I performed. I can only imagine trying to coordinate people and then having the payoff be nothing.
Yeah. Only to find out that you're at, the same stage as the Ramones and
Yeah.
like, holy shit, did you make it kind of deal. And he's still fucking putting around making music and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. They're fun as hell. I picked a lot of people I grew up with early on, friends who I just knew were fucking funny and had good conversation. There's a couple people that aren't even doing anything. They're like, my buddy Pat's been on 2 or 3 times. He's just funny as shit, and him and I we can have 3-hour conversations. It's just one of those people him and I can keep rattling off back and forth.
Right.
That's all.
Were you ever musical back in the day or anything like that?
I played bass a little bit, and I play the harmonica.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's one of those instruments where I was just like, nobody else plays it, and I think it sounds cool, so.
How long did that take to learn?
It took me about a year and a half to get the hang of it, and then I started playing around with like bending and wailing the notes and stuff like that, and like, because being good at impressions, I know how to move my mouth in whole different ways and shit. Turns out I'm actually okay at it.
Nice.
Yeah, had a buddy in a recovery house that I lived in. He played the guitar. We used to do some blues shit every other Sunday or so when we were all together.
When you're starting out the harmonica, is there a period where you're just annoying the shit out of everyone?
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
There's no avoiding that.
Yeah, it's probably worse than the drums. Because at least the drums, like, you can kind of predict where the next sound's going to be. With harmonica, it'd be like, like you're fucking, you can go off.
It's like, I swear it's Billy Joel. Like,
and then I had to learn that different keys of the harmonica were meant for different, like, sounds of the rest of the band. Like, you can't just pull out a C when somebody's doing a certain type of styling and start wailing on a C. Like,
oh, so you just have to have like every harmonica with you?
I think so. I don't know. I don't read music. I've never learned how to read music. I've only ever just made good noise. With everything I've ever picked up as far as like a bass guitar, regular guitar, or harmonica, I've just played with it, kind of like this shit. It's kind of like, CapCut and social media. I've just fucking played with it until I'm comfortable saying, yeah, I do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Is there anything in your life that, like, how about like that? Like, any instruments or?
I took guitar for a few years and just never practiced, so it was just like at the lesson just be like, oh, I can't figure out this part, and pick some like very specific example and just be like, oh, but I practice really hard. But yeah, so it never stuck. But
You didn't want to be the guitar guy at the parties?
no,
just singing about puns and shit?
just the worst guy ever. It's like, on top of puns, I'm already on thin ice,
with
breaking
your
out.
safe, snuggly sweater. Like,
Yeah.
yelling, singing about seagulls and shit.
I didn't wear a sweater until like a year ago. It's like, oh,
It's a good sweater, dude.
Thank you.
I don't mean to hate. It's a good sweater. Don't fucking throw me anywhere. I know you were powerlifting. Just
But no, it's
throw me
always
through a wall.
I don't know. There's something about like sweaters and umbrellas and shit like that where I was like, I will never be caught dead wearing that shit. But now, yeah.
Now you're a sweater wearing, fucking umbrella wielding.
Yeah.
Just fucking
'Cause
fancy
it's-
do.
I don't know. It just read like pussy shit, but I don't know. Like, just internally.
You know what's also pussy shit? Being drenched in
That's
the rain.
true.
That's
Like,
some pussy shit,
yeah.
dude. Like, walking into a place dry as fuck, that's some gang shit.
Yeah.
Right there. That's some fucking baller shit.
I don't know why. It was just fully in my head. I was like, don't carry an umbrella.
Be cold like a man.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't wear a sweater, you fucking ingrate. What the fuck's wrong with you?
What, are you going to be cozy? Bitch.
Bitch ass. You want to spin it one more time
Yeah,
before we
let's
head
do it.
out? This is going good, man. One more impression, since I know you can actually do them.
Oh, bother.
Dobby.
It was supposed to be Winnie the Pooh, but holy shit, it is Dobby.
It is Dobby.
Wow.
Master's given Dobby clothes.
I love like the AI things now where it's like,
Master has given Dobby a big fat cock.
I think you're Googling some weird shit.
no, I swear it's my algorithm. It's after the slappy fight.
Just Indian dudes and Dobby.
Dobby has chlamydia. Dobby burns when he pees. No, Master, Dobby doesn't like being touched there. That's my chamber of secrets. Are we going to the island?
Oh, shit. What is going on with this world? Why did we go to work today, by the way? Did anybody
know.
notice that we should have been lighting things on fire?
What happened today specifically?
Well, it's just not today, but just the past like 4 or 5 days
yeah.
since our government and all this, celebrities have been banging children for decades.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a real bummer to find out.
Yeah, we should be a little more mad about that. I've seen Philadelphia destroy itself for winning a fucking
Yeah,
World Series.
so you'd think angry would be...
I think we've reacted the wrong way. Like, I went to work today. You know what I mean? I sat in traffic and I cursed at somebody who cut me off. Like, I should have been at home planning the revolution. Like,
Right.
What are we doing?
And it wasn't Prince Charles. I need to be cursing at somebody.
Right. What are your thoughts on all this shit going on? What's the, like, is there going to be a world left to do stand-up too?
My stance on all of it is I'm anti-pedophile.
Yes.
On
no,
record.
I understand that.
I'm not pro that.
I don't like them.
Call me crazy, but I don't like this at all. Not one bit.
Darn it.
No siree.
But did you feel weird? Like, do you feel like there's some very lackluster response from society
Yeah.
right now? What is that?
Like, we should be furious.
We should be livid.
Like, and nobody gets arrested? Like, it's bullshit.
I got arrested for prank phone calls back in the day. I want to.
Did you really?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
And they weren't even to 6-year-olds. Like,
Exactly.
the world's not fair.
Mount Laurel police was pissed.
Who did you call?
Some meth head from Brooklyn. Some gay meth head from Brooklyn.
And you didn't even call in a bomb threat? Like,
Nah, he was just on meth and paranoid and called the cops thinking I was a 6'8" black dude stuck in a tree.
so your voices are really good.
They're on point.
Stuck
yeah.
in a tree. That took me a second.
I'm like, listen, man, you got to get some Crisco and a ladder. You can't miss me. You can't miss me. I'm in a big ass tree. I'm 6'8", 290 pounds. I got a glow in the dark T-shirt that says "Big Titties" on the back.
Call the fire department because it's a birch tree and you know how they get.
I was like, nah, don't call nobody. I don't want to make a big deal. Just get a ladder. I'll be
I
fine.
need you to help me.
And no, this dude actually called the cops, and they pinged the phone. And I'm in a recovery house. I'm like fucking 3 years clean at this point, and it was my roommate's phone. He's still on parole, and they're like got him up against the wall, and I'm like, nah, it's me.
But like, what rule did you break? Like,
Citing false public alarm.
that's a private phone call. That's private alarm.
Yeah, I know.
He made it public.
But the media tends to spin things so they can justify occupying the entire night shift of the Mount Laurel Police Department for about 6 hours.
They were bored. I bet they weren't doing
They were
anything.
also cold. It was February.
Okay,
Snow
I mean,
on the ground. It was rough.
if I were them, like, they're just probably doing the thing where cop cars 69 and they talk in the window. Like, they're
So the funny part is apparently I fit a description. I fit a description
over the phone.
over the phone. Well, the description I gave to the meth head. Well, I fit the description.
6'8"?
Yeah, 6'8", 280, 290 pounds. And they're like, there's always this crazy black guy in the woods. And it was cold. And they thought I was stranded in a tree. So they incorporated a infrared-equipped state trooper helicopter.
Did they really?
Which cost about $12,800 to operate for a few hours.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. If it makes you feel any better, everybody in the courtroom was laughing their ass off when they heard this fucking the chain of events going down.
They didn't check with their eyes before calling in the chopper? Like, that's...
They couldn't find the guy. They couldn't find this imaginary black guy stuck in a tree, so they were worried, like his body went cold or something. Like they couldn't find him on infrared or on thermal or whatever. Like, so they're like, shit.
We need to hire some predators.
So then they exactly. So they start pinging towers, and then it leads to a fucking house in Mount Laurel. And instead of a 6'8", 290-pound black dude, they found a 5'6" Jewish man.
Just the weirdest OJ footage ever.
Yeah, they were pissed. They were pissed.
Your trial was not the trial of the century, but it's the one I would have watched.
Yeah, that would have made a good Netflix special. But they lied a lot. Like the news, the newspaper. I was in the news the next day. They said I called a drug counselor. It was like they lied a lot.
Oh, that's
To
bullshit.
spice, I'm telling you, they do. Like that's why I've been skeptic for a long time, and that's why I think my comedy perspective is like very paranoid-esque. Like, how stupid is this that we're doing this kind
Well,
of
if
shit?
you see the other side of authority lying and how flimsy it is, then I don't blame you.
Well, it's more like they knew I did wrong and took full advantage. Like, there's nobody that was going to believe me. Like, my probation, I was on probation at the time. God bless this woman, because she took me off probation so I wouldn't violate, because I was helping people out. It was 3 years clean.
Right.
People were coming out of prison, and I was helping them get to meetings and shit, like, at her request. So she calls me, and she's like, Dust, what the fuck? Like, she heard the next morning. I'm like, oh, I swear to God, it's not what they're saying. She's like, all right, come in. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, do you want me to come in so I can go to jail? She's like, no, I got to take you off. Like, she took me off so I wouldn't violate.
Nice.
It was great.
She's a real
And then I
one.
saw her 6 months later. I'm like, I'm back. She's like, get in there. You know the routine.
I was in a tree again.
I swear I've been good.
There's
Yeah.
no rules against climbing in my
Interesting past. Now, to my point from earlier, that whole story, if I were to get the whole bit out from start to finish, it's like 15 minutes, the whole thing.
That's
like
awesome.
that's a special story.
Uh-huh.
Like I have to reserve
You
that.
close out the special with
And
that.
I've tried. I've tried putting it out in like a 15-minute set. I can't compress it enough to where it not only is funny, but it's not over. Like I want to do more than one story kind of deal. You know what I mean?
You ever watch Ali Sadiq?
I think so.
Okay, the reason I bring him, he's a great storyteller, and he's got like the pacing, and sometimes he'll put out like just individual stories and stuff, and it's like 15-minute chunks.
I like Louis C.K.'s styling of pacing.
He's my favorite comic of all time.
I think he's definitely in my top 10.
I just saw him in DC a couple months ago, and the new hour is awesome.
I like Tom Segura's cadence. I like Louis C.K.'s. I like Joey Diaz's cadence because he finds a way that even when he's not saying anything crazily funny, his mannerisms and his face.
Just getting all riled up. And cocksucker. Yeah.
Cocksucker.
Jinx.
Can't. There's a Coke in there. Help yourself.
You are a prepared gentleman.
This is as professional as a garage gets, dude. I'm trying. Now, the goal is to get to 100 episodes, and the goal is to get the fuck out of a garage, so I stop torturing my wife for space.
Would you rent like an actual studio space?
I have some business dealings in the making,
Okay.
to where hopefully I can set that up myself. And then instead of coming to a garage, it'll be a side business that I have that requires a property.
Oh, nice.
You know
So
what I
you'd like, I know a couple places like that where I've gone where it's like they run like 4 or 5 podcasts out of it. And
Oh no, I mean, so I would be doing a side business completely unrelated to comedy and or podcasting.
Oh, okay.
And I would just have the resources for this studio there, so that way it's kind of like you'll see.
Okay.
I'm not gonna stop. You'll
Wait
see.
on it,
At
yeah.
some point, it's happening. Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
How about you, man? Where do you aspire to be comedy wise? Are you going for a special?
I would like to be able to to have a long enough set to be able to headline. Like I've done 46 is my longest ever. I want to get, and that's like stretching.
Crowd work in between.
Yeah. So I want to get to like, I don't know if you found this, but like first time doing 30, you stretch and then it makes your 20 solid. First time doing 45, it makes your 30 solid. And I want to get to a point where maybe I have like an hour and 10 of stuff that I don't absolutely hate. And then it compresses to like 50, and then I can confidently like travel around and headline without feeling like I shouldn't be there, sort of thing.
Right on. So you want to get to a state of comfortability within your routine.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
That's the next goal. Like I don't have any real goals in terms of like where I want to be and stuff, but like if I can do that, I have goals on what I want to be able to do.
I think keep doing what you're doing, man. You're definitely funny as hell. You definitely have a lot of creativity behind, your media.
Thanks, man.
So hell yeah. I guess winding it down, I'll say if you want to plug all your stuff, any projects you got coming up,
yeah,
any
sure.
shows or anything, help yourself.
Let's see if I got the dates. I mean, for like sketches and stand-up clips, it's always just Instagram and TikTok.
At Silly Boy Paul.
Yeah.
With underscores in between. I put that
Yes. So I guess upcoming shows: February 20th, Woodbury Heights, New Jersey; the 21st, Merchantville, New Jersey; 27th, 28th, Berlin, New Jersey; March 4th, Pottstown, PA; 6th, Westchester, PA; and 14th, Levittown, PA.
Oh yeah. Levittown, my old stomping ground.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been.
Really? It's not great.
Okay.
It's okay. It sounds like a good spot for comedy.
Absolutely. It always is.
It's
Like
the recovery capital of Pennsylvania.
those are the best crowds.
Yeah. They need something to laugh about. They need you, buddy.
You ever done like a sober show or anything like
Yes,
that?
yes.
Those rule.
I did 2 NA shows. The first one I'm not proud to say I did high as fuck. I was at I had somebody say, "Oh, you do comedy?" and I was like 6 months clean, and then I got relapsed like the month prior to the guy asking me to do the show. And then years later I would do a sponsee convention, and I was clean for that. So
Okay,
yeah,
nice.
That was fun.
But yeah, those are the best crowds because
Best crowds.
they want you can go as hard as you want.
They've all been through some shit.
Yeah, you're not gonna like get them clutching their pearls.
I say to this day I'm very upset that it's anonymous. You know what I'm saying? I'm upset that it's anonymous because I'd be telling y'all stories left and right.
Right.
I swear to fucking God. If I could blow somebody's anonymity right now, I would do it. But because some of you got way better stories than I do. But Paul, thanks for coming by, man.
Thanks
I
for
really
having
do
me, man.
appreciate
This was
you. And if anything changes and you wanted to do like something where you want to introduce like something that you're doing a project with multiple people, bring them by,
Okay.
launch it off, announce it, and I'll be happy to have you, dude.
Sweet. Thanks, man.
Yeah, man. And thanks everybody for showing up and watching. And this will be on Monday. Well, I'll do Monday because I
Okay.
got Joey Lupo's clips I'm finishing up with. And yeah, I should have this Monday and we'll get some clips out for you.
Sweet.
All right, man. Thanks, everybody.